All right. Let's make sure this bad boy is working. All right, seems like it's all there. Flashlight on. All right, so back to this Green Lantern. Before I do the finishing work on the transparent pieces, I want to do the sanding on the rest of the body parts real quick. All right, so yeah, anyway, just get these gloves back on here. So, I'm gonna take and start cleaning up these pieces, and then I'll probably make one more pass at the clear pieces and do a coat of clear resin. Bring back some of the transparency, and then seal them so I can get some ink on there. Well, actually, after I hit them with the gloss, or I mean, hit them with a one more coat of the transparent resin, then I'll do the tinting. Then I'll seal it. That makes more sense. All right, enough jibba jabba. Time to get to work. Let's start with little boots, little booties. Actually, not a whole lot to do on here at all. Just the insides. And before I do that, let's clean up this sty. Stay in there. That again. Battery do I have on there? That's much nicer. What's up, Jeffro? How's it going, man? How'd that mow go for you? Let me see here. I need to Alright, let's get in here and get busy. Yes, I'm just gonna clean out these leg holes a little bit. There's actually nothing visible. I'm gonna hit the top bit. There's actually nothing that's gonna be visible from the outside, so that's good. Just kind of sand it down smooth so it fits together nicely. That's not bad. I keep flinching because I feel like the stuff is flying out and it's going to hit my face, but it's clearly not. Because I'm in a box. See those little bits of resin flying everywhere. Can't believe that. Like before I had this thing, I would have like little chunks of resin all over the place. It's probably bad news, so definitely glad I have this enclosure. Yeah, the walls of this thing were kind of thin, so I ran little mini supports down in there. Make sure the wall stayed solid. Try not to put too much pressure on it. I flinched again. So, Jeffro, are you working on anything? I really haven't even decided what I'm going to do after this Green Lantern. I've been so looking forward to this that I'm just kind of just focused on getting it done. I usually like to have my next one kind of, already in the hopper. Once I get this one primed and, basically ready for paint, I'll probably go ahead and start running off my next print, which I think might have to be a Gambit. I need an X-Men for my X-Men shelf, and I don't know. Gambit sounds kind of cool. I got a really good statue from Wicked already in the queue. A Spider-Man bust. That's cool. It does take a while to paint. I mean, especially you're not doing this full time. I just think about it like, how am I spending what am I doing to collect experience points? like I'm grinding for XP right now. It's a good way to exchange some life points, though. Oh, I need to turn my fan on. I was like, why isn't this dust going anywhere? Hopefully this isn't loud. Oh, you're printing on FDM? Yeah. Yep. That does take a minute. I really did not like FDM printing at all. I tried it first before resin printing, and yeah, I just did not like the experience of it. You know, like I don't know, this resin printing just made so much more sense to me, and I could never do. Yeah, I could just never do. No, no, I had a really kind of probably like too beginner of a printer, or too like before. Like early versions of the printer, because I mean this was several years ago, so I know they're much better now. But no thanks. I didn't like doing my bases in resin. It does limit the size, but I mean I'm not doing anything gigantic. If I was doing like cosplay or something, I would definitely do FDM. That, I mean, cosplay stuff is perfect for like life-size things, like really big stuff. But yeah, I like the. I don't know. Once I started resin printing, I just never looked back. Wow, 200%. Yeah, that's is that like life size, half scale or something? Crazy. I wish I had a place to put something that big. Wow, that's crazy, man. right along the edge of his boot. There's some pole marks on the supports. That's one thing about quarter scale or like larger statues is that I feel like everything's more visible. Trying to give it that little bit extra attention. Oh, the pads, sanding pads. I don't remember exactly. It was a hobby shop on Amazon. I bought a whole bunch of packs of it. I'll see if I can find the link and I'll post a link to the pin in the sanding pads. See if I can find it. This thing is fantastic though. I love this thing so freaking much. Just makes getting down into things and sanding it so much easier. It really does just blast right through everything. It actually makes sanding kind of fun. I started off with a fingernail file version of that, like for polishing fingernails or whatever, and it was good, but it didn't have enough torque. This thing has like tons and tons of torque. Like it feels like a tiny like micro Dremel almost. Like it's got some power behind it when it's fully charged. It does die after a few hours of continuous use, but if you wanted to, you could plug a USB-C right into the back of this thing and just make it corded. You wouldn't have to worry about a battery at all. I lose a little bit of mobility, but You just barely have to touch it. Oh yeah, I used to despise trying to sand sticks and well, you know, all kinds of different sanding tools stuff. It was just miserable. I mean, these things still have their place, obviously, but for doing that little power sanding in there, it's nice. I don't know what it looks like on here. The key is clean. I don't have enough white in this box. I don't think I am. Got a little bit of a inside slope in here. I can't quite get down in there. Support marks right there. Try not to go through this too fast. I seem like the last couple statues I've been just kind of missing stuff that I should have caught much earlier in the process, you know. I'm trying to be a little extra careful with this guy. He's got a very special spot in the room picked out, so gotta make sure he's nice. Airbrush. That's odd. In one boot, he's got a raised line, a raised seam, and in the other boot, it's got a recessed seam. That's crazy. Oh, hey, what's up, Beast? Yep, getting everything sanded up. Working on the solid pieces now. And I go back to the transparent pieces. Actually, I should probably, well, let me sand this up real quick. It's going to be quite a bit. But I'm super happy with the quality of this print. Like you can't see it on camera probably right now, but like the actual linen, the kind of the linen texture looks really, really nice. It came out so clean. I had to put a few supports in here, but I hid them kind of into the pattern a little bit, into the weave. So you can't see any of the support marks. One right there on his little butt cheek. So anyway, let's get into this. So yeah, this is going to be for the next day or so, probably going to be another, well, actually, maybe tonight I'll be able to finish the prep work. We'll see. I always send over, estimate how long it's going to take. Or I was underestimating. But it is pretty nice that I can just not have to worry about sanding around any details or losing anything. Just all going to be blasting through it. My handy dandy pen. Ooh, I'll be going through some sandpaper today. Pieces are big. Like I'm holding a turkey leg. This paper still, this 400 grit little sponge tip thing that still holds on pretty good. Just whipping right through this. This is not dead yet. Way over supported this. That's it. I figure I'd rather have way too many supports to have to deal with afterwards than have a bunch of failed prints, a bunch of wasted resin. I'd rather be doing this. Oh, hey, what's up, Rocket? How's it going? Just getting these pieces sanded, doing this prep work. Hey, actually, I got a question for you guys, if you're still around. Um, if you watched my last video with the Ninja Turtles, the one I just cut together, like the how-to video, tell me what you think about it. Like, is it? I've been toying with the idea of not showing all the pre-production, like all the prep work. So I've been cutting that out, cutting that down some. Because I do think it's important for like somebody that's beginner, beginner level of statue making. Like I feel like it might be helpful to them to see some of the pre-production stuff, um, just for process, But I don't know. I'm just curious if it's like necessary, or I know a lot of other creators, they just go right to the painting. Um, no, it wasn't a short video. Oh, actually, did that short ever finish uploading? Let me check on that. Thanks. But no. I'm talking about the Ninja Turtle video on my channel I just posted. I was just curious if you had any tips, anything you'd like to see, any suggestions, you know, like less of this, more of that. There we go. I did publish a little short thing for this Green Lantern statue I'm starting on. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out. Is it 18 minutes? Oh, that's short. Okay, yeah, that's another thing. Lengthwise, like, is 18 minutes too short? You want? I mean, I have some that are like 25 minutes. Like I feel like it was getting a little long. I edited out part of the masking uh, of that Ninja Turtle thing. Like I edited out just probably another 40 seconds worth of some of the other stuff. So that wasn't that much. Anyway, it was a significant. It was like I'm trying to figure out timing wise, like what's a good time frame for things. Okay. And that's kind of what I thought. I figured like people that do like long form stuff, they're gonna watch all the way through it. But I guess I'm trying to get more people past that drop off point at the beginning. So I don't know if it's just like a, a total runtime thing, or if it's I don't know, like my segments are too long, or I can't figure it out. I'm still tweaking. I guess I'm still tweaking the formula. All right, that's an idea, Jeffro. Do two versions, one long and one just the paint. Okay, all right. No, that's good feedback. That's actually, that's not a bad. I don't know how I would how I spin. How do I spin it though? And I'll figure that part out. But all right, that's cool. I got it. I'll do one as like just the painting, as the primary release, and then I'll do a director's cut. It's got like the whole thing. How about that? staying clean. I say so myself. These are good. Got a little burr right there. That's too much. we'll, we'll Zack Snyder that shit. My audio's up too high here. I feel like I'm clipping. But that's a good idea. Yeah, no, I seriously I appreciate that. That's not a bad, that is not a bad idea at all. Get you out of here. This little check. Oh wait, it's this one. Nice and solid. Nice and solid. Oh, he's gonna be a tall boy. Can't even get him on camera right now. He's very leggy. Very leggy Hal Jordan. $19 hours. Yeah, I'll just recut all my daily streams. I'll just cut them all into one long one. You can watch the month that it took me to make this thing in real time. That's funny. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go check that out. It's got some miles on it at this point. Now getting these little sanding discs out of the pads that they're in is a little more of a task than it should be. It's like, oh, actually that one came out pretty easily. But trying to get it out cleanly so that it doesn't collapse or lose its like cylindrical shape is usually more tedious than that. Actually, what that had. You can get PTO. You can take some PTO for that. They'd use it as some form of torture in other countries. Just strap me down, make me watch somebody make little plastic people all day. Yeah, changing with that sanding pad is the way to go. He's lazy for it now. These support marks don't stand a chance. You have met your doom. Support marks. I don't want to talk trash to the support marks right now. Later, so I can see what's going on. Got too much grab. Sometimes. I'm just over here. I'm sorry, I was muted. That's a good Google. Yeah, like I said, I'll find the name of these. I can't see; it's too dark. These sandpapers. I have to find the link. I have to link to those. I know I have it. Here we go. These are. I can't see. Oh my god! What am I doing? Being thick. Here. It says sponge sanding disc. Product name, self-adhesive sponge sanding disc. Model SSC01. Sorry, is that a focus? 5, yes, 5.3. So there you go. Looks like it's got a website, dspiae.com. dspiae.com. Try that. I didn't buy directly from them, but maybe that'll get you going anyway. And I'll have to find I'll find the link where I actually did buy these. Like I said, I think it was just like a model shop that sold on Amazon. I don't know. Maybe I backed my way into it. I don't remember exactly. I may have bought directly from a model shop somewhere, but I do remember it was from New York, model shop in New York, New Jersey or New York, something like that. Anywho, there you go. But yeah, this sanding pen is a game changer. I used to hate sanding, still do, by hand with paper and stuff. But this thing actually makes it kind of entertaining. In fact, you can see this thing just blasting right through these sport marks. This is 400 grit, so it's designed to do that, blast right through. But the other higher grit stuff is really nice. It just gives it a nice polished kind of look. Like you want something super smooth, is the way to go. Sandpaper, you always end up with like strokes, unless you're perfectly rubbing over the surface. Oh. Let's see if you hear that. Move it out. Over here saying that I forgot to change the camera. I need to program a little Bluetooth clicker. So I can mute and unmute faster. My keyboard's so far away in my lab. My wife's over there talking to me. So if you hear me answer, say something nonsensical, it's probably because I was reacting to her. Maybe USB mute me button. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. You know, actually, I think somewhere in one of my boxes of random stuff, I had some little Bluetooth buttons. Like programmable Bluetooth buttons. Got them back before the pandemic, I think. I never used them. I think it was like a Kickstarter thing or something. Seemed like a good idea at the time. But I don't know what I need it for. Scratch that up. I ran some supports right along his piping on his chest. After I did that. But they're nice and easy to get to those. At least I was thinking of me a little bit. Hard to see. All right, we're good. Good. Thorough dusting. Airbrush it. The texture in the suit is really cool. Got a couple heavy support marks there. Pull them out. Pretty flawless. The rest of it's good. Oh, it's so fresh, so clean. Love it. Little texture in his suit is grabbing stuff though.
But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman and feel truly happy. Knowing someone that could level you with her eyes.
Airbrush real quick. Alright, let's give this a check. Nice.
You don't know about real loss. Because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever dared to love anybody that much.
Like I could sand it down a little bit more. Get a tighter fit. But at the same time, I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, I'm not mad at that gap.
Totally vulnerable.
Or am I? I could definitely take some, yeah, I'm going to take some out of the out of the pants here. Rip my paper off. They're right in the pool. Alright. Yeah, I can see why this wasn't fitting together. I didn't see this thoroughly enough first time. Give us a check here. Probably wasn't enough. getting the key. I get a feel for where it's rubbing. I don't think it's hit the key. Feels like it might be. I'm gonna trim down the key a little bit. Usually I just cut the key off completely, but since this is kind of a tall and heavier statue, I want to leave as much of the key intact as I can for structural integrity purposes. That'll be faster, but I think my power sander's gonna win this one. Going inside the drain holes. Just to rip the pad right off. Oh, did it again. Awesome. I'm going through the little sanding papers tonight. Yeah, I think they're cheap. I got a whole bunch. head done. His boots are done. Box out of the way. When you glue, what do I use to fill the seam gaps? Well, usually I would fill the gaps at this stage with like if I was really wanting to fill this gap here, I would do it with like a little bit of putty on the probably on the pants, just kind of like give it a little bit of an overlap, and then brush it with resin and then cure it. But thinking about just dealing with this one because it's not that bad. Once I get it tucked in the right position. I don't know, now you got me thinking. Yeah, I might have to do that. So actually, I'm going to take that back because there's supposed to be a little bit of a lip on this to sit down in. That's kind of why it's not coming together. Yeah, that's exactly why that's why it's not quite coming together. Well, actually, maybe I just need to sand. I'm gonna try removing a little bit more material from the top. See if I can get them to be a bit more closer fit. I think I can. That key. All right, yeah. Let me remove a little bit of that. See if that's any better. Actually, you both go in the box. I'll keep running back and forth. I mean, I don't. Bondo's probably a little much. I usually would use like plastic wood, which is pretty good. But I'm gonna try to avoid it here because there's really no good place to put it, except for maybe on the pants. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take one more shot at sanding. Oh, I gotta put a pad on there. Yeah, again, Bondo would be for like if you're doing some cosplay shit and you need some like super heavy dutiness. But yeah, plastic wood is good, or green stuff putty is another one that's good. And actually, green stuff would probably be the way I would go with this. But let's see if I can sand my way out of it. Yeah, there's some spots in here. Not completely smooth and reduced a little bit. Down from hard on the other one. All right, let's get this portrait. Get the portrait cleaned up. Cleaning up my portrait. Hal Jordan. Little mini supports right in his hair. Really nice detail in the hair. Hey, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. That drain hole is exactly the size of the sanding pad. Got some chin dimples. He's got a bad shave. Battery's about to die on that. I think I'm done with the sanding working. Oh, this is down in the collar. I don't see it. We want it to sit nice and level though. Don't have any burrs sticking out. This is definitely want to make sure I get nice and clean. Nice. The back of his head has some spots. You don't linger back here. You're not going to see too much of it. getting too picky now. It's some really nice detail in the hair sculpt and skin. Definitely have to do some freckling. Since he's so large. I might even give him a little bit of a hot shadow. Big. We like our heroes to be clean shaven, freshly shorn. That's pretty good. All right. Nice fit. Snaps down in there. Like that. Blow some air up the side of them, get that dust out. All right, I think I'm ready to move on to these transparent pieces. I'm gonna blow some air through there and see if there's any dust. That sucks. This one kind of got foggy, but we'll see if we can clear it up a little bit. It's just the dust on the outside. See if I want to sand these anymore. I think I do. Because the resin that I'm going to brush on is going to fill in a lot of those imperfections. If there are any left. This one I actually don't have to worry about because it's going to be all primed. I just realized. I only printed it in clear because it was convenient. You can go over here with this stuff ready to be primed. This has got a lot of patchwork I need to do, but I can go ahead and it's actually pretty clear. I don't think I need to do anything else than that. I think it's gonna, because it's not really sand it that much. glaze it. I think it's gonna be good. There's that one spot right there. Take that back. Wait, now on second thought. Get in there and dust it real good. Second thought, let's do it. And this guy. Let's give it one last inspection here to see if there's anything I want to continue to sand or move to the next step in the process. This is a solid. I printed this piece solid. So feels nice, nice and heavy. Alright, let's get into it. I think it's all good to go. This is going to be, don't worry about the transparent part right now. I need some repair work from that big hole that I made in it, but I'm glad I did, because otherwise I wouldn't have got that lens as clear as I got it. Alright, let's get into this. Actually, second thought, hold on. I'm going to take a 5-minute health and safety break, and then I'll be back. Because I got to collect some resin and get some other materials together. I'll be right back. put on some clean gloves for this. I want to transfer any residual dust anywhere. And so what I'm going to do now is coat the transparent parts. My hands are sweaty. I can't get my gloves on. There's some ASMR for you. How's that sound? I'm trying to slide my sweaty hands into some gloves. Alright, anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so next step in this process is to take these clear parts and I'm going to give them a coat of clear resin so that just kind of brings back some of the transparency to them, kind of fills in any support marks. And then after that, I'm going to airbrush on some ink to give them kind of a green tint. And then after that, it'll be a gloss varnish. So I suppose I can move this guy back out of the way a little bit. I'm gonna need my airbrush box here. All right, you know what? I'll deal with this in a second. Let's get into this. Airbrush what color? It's gonna be well, it's gonna be green for the tint, for the ink. It may be a couple different greens because I can give it that way. I can give it a bit of a gradient, you know. So let's see, Jeffro. Let's see what we got here. Got this box of inks off of eBay. I'm not eBay, Amazon. Grass green alcohol ink. Can you see that? Is that in focus at all? There it is. This is alcohol ink. Oh, that's much better focus. All right. Brown. Oh boy, no, that's blue. I don't use these that often, so I just kept them in this box. Came in. This is a lime green. I had a tester. Actually, I did misprint this. It's in the box. I'm gonna stick that on my I'm gonna stick it on the curing machine real quick, and use that as my ink tester. I don't think the rest of these are white ink. There's anything else in here? It's black. Yellows. Yeah, I think it's just going to be those two choices. For the lantern part of the lantern, I'm going to do like a metallic green. Something like this black in it. Metal brush flakes. It's pearlized green. Come handy later. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I got that. Alright, so we're here making Slurpee cup noises. Alright, let me get a seat. Oh man, this is way more focus. Gotta pull that bottle out. Alright, anyway, so like I said, so what I'm going to do now is give these guys a coat of resin, clear resin. It'll kind of bring back some clarity to them, and then I'll cure that real quick with a hand torch, and then once that's done, I'll apply the alcohol ink, and that will be our next steps. So yeah, I'm going to be applying this clear resin. You're gonna need a couple things. You're gonna need a finger brush, a towel, like an old brush, so that you can just. I keep an old brush, but I don't use this for anything other than applying resin. You're going to need the others. Put those on, and hand or UV torch. And so, yeah, get into it. So out the cup here, you can pull on. You can add just that super light coat. See how it goes from this hazy, this like really super clear again. Look for. It's easy when the whole piece is smooth like this. Then there's you don't have to worry about it like pooling up anywhere, you know what I mean? It just kind of flows nicely. You always want to give it a second to let it kind of settle. I'm gonna do this whole piece because figure out how to hold it. I'm gonna do this whole piece so that it's kind of seamless. There you go. Should be wearing a respirator, but only going to be out for a couple more minutes. I gotta think something better than this. Hold on a second. Inside part's gonna go against his butt anyways. Too rough with it now. working out any heavy spots. All right, there we go. Yeah, see there, that's how it's done. Back to glass. Now we're just gonna get it with a torch for a couple minutes, a couple seconds. Doesn't take much, just until it's not tacky. And just a little bit. There we go. Could just put this back in the cure box for a minute or two. But I found doing it with a hand torch is a little more thorough and a little more targeted. I mean, when you cure it with the hand torch, it's pretty much done. I mean, it's the same as if you were putting it in the light box. You can put it back in your light box for another minute. I mean, basically, you just want it so that it's not like tacky, and then you're going to seal it with a varnish anyway. So it's going to be all nicely sealed. It's all said and done. I think the extra coat of resin kind of helps the. It's fine. It's not sticky. I think the extra coat of resin helps the ink kind of bite into it a little bit. My hands are clean. Give it one more just to make sure. But yeah, it pretty easy to deal with. Like I said, if it's still kind of sticky when you touch it, then you can put it back in the cure box. You don't want to over cure it though, because then it'll start to turn yellow. And if you want to keep a nice clear look, it's nice. Then that's all you need to do really. I'm gonna hit that with some. I'm gonna set this aside and hit it with some ink. On to the next. Yeah, it's not like wet, you know what I'm saying? It's just a very thin coat by the time you're done with it. It is very satisfying though to see it go from this hazy mess back to clear. This is one of those processes that took me a long time to figure out. As first couple times I over cured my clear and it turned yellow and that was terrible. I tried tinting it, but I tinted it with resin tint instead of alcohol ink in the vat, and it was terrible. So it happened to my Flash statue. Learned that one. This technique I actually learned whenever I did the Luffy statue. He had a bunch of wind, transparent windy looking things. The hardest part here is just making sure I get it all covered. It's kind of, well, I got these UV glasses on, it's kind of difficult to see. I guess ultimately it doesn't really matter. You just don't want to. Now, one caveat to this too is that you're going to wipe out some of your texture. These don't have any texture, so they're perfect for this technique. But if you do have something transparent that you want to keep transparent and it's got a lot of texture to it, doing this step will kind of, you'll lose some of that detail. But in this particular instance, because you do want it to be so smooth, the more you put on, the more, the smoother it gets. Because all that liquid just kind of fills in the any little crevices or any support marks or any sanding marks or anything like that. You do have to give it a second just to let the brush strokes kind of settle down. You don't want to go like immediately cure it, But by the time I get down into the bottom, it should be nicely settled. And hopefully I can hold it by this big ass key down here, because otherwise I got nowhere else to hold it. And I can cure part of it and then hold it by the cured part while I cure the rest. That's also another way to handle that situation. But I don't want to get too much down in there because that's where the foot goes in. Right. Because I don't want. Yeah, see, I couldn't even see. That is one caveat to this whole thing, is that you really can't see what you're doing because it is so clear. It's like you're handling like ice, so your eyes kind of play tricks on you. Definitely don't want any buildup around where the foot kind of comes into contact, anything like that. Yeah, I can hold it by the key. Try to keep the touching it with Q-tip to a minimum. You don't want to end up with a bunch of fuzz balls in it. This doesn't have to go all the way down. It kind of seats in some rocks. It is very satisfying though. Oh, my hand's getting tired. Oh, there you go. Big brain time. Ooh. Alright. Not quite done yet. This is a big honking piece of transparent model right here. It's gonna look good when it's all inked up though. Pooling anywhere. Something black in there. Oh, I know where that came from. Oh, that's a little piece of support in there. That's okay. Let's see what it sits like this, right? Oh, it's right there on the top. That sucks. I wonder if I can get up there and get that. A little cloud quality up in there anyway. Nothing I can do about it, so we're gonna let it ride. In retrospect, I probably just should have printed these pieces completely solid. More air bolts. All right, good enough. For a second, my hand's killing me. Couple more seconds. Good. Oh yeah. Spot there. Give this mat a alcohol wipe when I'm done. I'm not going to do his hand because I don't want to lose the texture on the energy bit. really cool how this works. feel like concentrating increases my body temperature. I feel so hot right now. Check the thermostat. I don't know what's going on. this clear, I feel like I'm just handling glass. I know it's not, but my brain is like, it's glass. Be careful. Don't drop it. I still just shouldn't drop it. Probably good enough. Areas where there might be some shadow. These little rocky bits. I'm pretty happy with the clarity of the majority of these pieces. Bigfoot, the footrest is a little cloudy, but hit it from all the angles. A couple seconds. All right. All set. Nine o'clock. I'm gonna finish this, but I don't think I'm gonna get to the inking. Should probably I'll clean out my airbrush box, so I have a nice clean backdrop for doing the inks. A new filter though. Gotta run up to Home Depot to get one. Cut it to fit. I don't know if I want to kick open that whole can of worms right now. Let's see. Clear out the paper towel anyway. Pretty clear. That's waste time. Made a lot of progress today, though. Happy with what I got done. The majority of the prep work is done now. Well, I gotta patch holes in this. I'm going to get these parts inked. Inked and sealed, so I don't have to worry about it. Thorough of a curing than I got the first time around. least. It does make a huge difference. You see the difference? The one that's done and the others that aren't. Look really good when it's all inked up too.
Mic check, 1, 2. Yeah.
Can't see. Hold my UV goggles
Yeah.
up.
It all started with a step and then evolved into a movement. This music had molded me into a person in tune with the rhythms that surrounded me. The haters started doubting me, but no one could attempt to be the person I was bound to be. Now I'm growing with no intention to stop, dropping knowledge like a nervous librarian, while kicking veteran flows that's better than most, selling out shows. Never forget my past cause it wasn't so long ago. I was broke, choking on herb, writing words in my palm, keeping calm cause a level head will always keep you strong. This long road chasing the gold but getting silver. I went back to the grind since mama ain't raised a quitter. I'll be damned if I give in after all that I put in. Gassed up on inspiration and sparked the ignition. Peeled off, navigated my way through the dark and never fallen a victim to people disguised as sharks, Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin. Allowed to make mistakes cause damn, I'm only human, right? Chasing the light like it's calling to me. No matter how much you try, there's nobody else that can do me. Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin. Allowed to make mistakes cause damn, I'm only human, right? Chasing the light like it's calling to me. No matter how much you try, there's nobody else that can do me. Life under pressure has me learning every single day, changing my ways to escape this phase, riding the waves, hope it takes me to a different place than where I'm at. Finally made it out, but then them problems try to pull me back, until that mindset that never lets go. They hate to see you rise, so they keep you below. Instead I float on the hands of my fans during the show, stacking dough so my family will never have to be po. Putting in work, I always strive to be perfect, knee deep in the game without even scratching the surface, searching for purpose in this puzzling game. The struggle is universal, we all go through the pain, different lanes that be leading to the same destination. Wanna free my mind and reach a state of elevation, tired of waiting, see it's now or never. Kenji and Philanthrope reppin' chill hop forever. Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin, allowed to make mistakes cause damn, I'm only human. Chasing the light like it's calling to me, no matter how much you try, there's nobody else that can do me. Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin, allowed to make mistakes cause damn, I'm only human. Chasing the light like it's calling to me, no matter how much you try, there's nobody else that can do me.
I'm glad you're back. Yeah, I'm getting these crystal bits all shined back up. Or these energy waves, I guess. I don't know what they are, but I'll give them a nice green tint, and they're gonna look awesome. I'm happy with how clear they're coming back. All right, last one. Got a couple Mississippis to settle. Back in here. Done with it. There's a little bit of a cured chunk of resin. I'll filter it out later. This can go in the garbage. This can be wrapped up for next time. Too much paper towel. I don't need that much paper towel. Right, let's cure this last bit. Alright, I think we're all good to go. It's dry. The resin's coming off. That's good. Alright. And that's that. It's hard to tell what's going on right now, but after I get some ink on it, I can get this stuff sealed. Then we can move on to painting. Priming. Alright, that's all I got for tonight. Have a good night. Take off my resiny gloves or start clicking buttons. Alright, now I'm gone. Have a good night.